Have you ever bought a MIDI keyboard only to later realize that it misses critical functionality? Well, I have at least 3 times. But this keyboard right here actually solves 3 very common problems in MIDI keyboards, which makes this a perfect all-rounder, whether you're a beginner or a pro. So let's just dive right in and talk about the first feature, MIDI in, out, and through. Now this feature might not sound too exciting in itself, but I'm going to tell you exactly why it's so useful. For so many of us, our first keyboard when we first started out doing music production was something like this, a Kai MPK Mini. And it's pretty common for these entry-level MIDI keyboards to only come with a USB connection, which is fine if you know for sure that you will only ever work with a DAW. What often happens is that once you get bitten by the bug, you realize that you're not happy just using software anymore, and you start getting into hardware and DAW-less setups. Now you suddenly need MIDI ports so that you can connect your MIDI controller to analog synths, groove boxes, and effect pedals. And this Sonicware W25 has both MIDI in, MIDI through, and MIDI out. And this is pretty rare for a budget controller like this. So what does that mean? It means that you can control pretty much any MIDI compatible device using either the USB or a MIDI cable. So just let me quickly demonstrate what you can do with these physical MIDI ports. The big one is the MIDI out, and probably the one you're going to use the most. So the MIDI out will just send what you're doing on the MIDI controller to the device you're connected to. So most devices have MIDI in and out, so you can control something like this. So now I'm controlling the mate. Here we got the choppy sampler. So that is in itself pretty straightforward. But then you also have a MIDI in and a MIDI through. And there's one very good use for that. Let me know in the comment sections if you know more. What I find very useful is to send the clock from one device into a device that doesn't have an internal MIDI clock. Like, for example, a choppy. If I were to send MIDI from the OPXY, then I can just send the clock from the OPXY to the Sonicware, and if I'm using the arpeggiator will be clocked to the master clock. Okay, so then we can turn our arpeggiator on, latch it, and when we start the OPXY, we can run a chord. Now this is synced to the clock here, and we can control it by turning the tempo, the OPXY, up or down. So that's very useful. So I think this is really cool that they have this feature on this budget MIDI controller. And also on top of that, they provide 3 MIDI adapters, one for each port essentially, which I find to be above and beyond really. And I remember when I started getting into hardware and DAW-less stuff and I needed MIDI inputs and outputs, I ended up buying this Arturia MiniLab 3 because it has MIDI out. So I'd use this together with a power bank because you need to power it somehow. And if you don't have it connected to a computer or iPad, it needs external power. Which leads up to the second cool feature with the TempoKey W25, and that is that it has an internal battery. And having an internal battery in a MIDI keyboard is not that common actually. Usually the ones that have battery are the more gimmicky ones, like the Noise Machine or the Monkey or the Lumi. Like definitely cool little controllers in their own right, but usually they are smaller and have very limited functionality. And very often they're intended for music production on mobile devices. But this keyboard has basically all of the typical features you'll find on full-scale controllers. It has pads, knobs, pitch bend, expression, and all that good stuff. Oh, and side note, actually one of my favorite features with this keyboard is the Chord Mode. Now, this is a fantastic feature for beginners, but I actually find it really useful for me too. Now, I have a pretty good understanding of music theory, so I don't really need a chord mode to understand harmony, but I'm not the best keyboard player. So using that chord mode just makes laying down chords so easy. Now, this is a big controller, so you're probably not going to use it as like your main portable MIDI controller. It's not the typical controller size where you can just put it in your backpack and pull it out when you're on an airplane or a train or a bus. So the areas where it's very useful to have an internal battery is, for example, if you're connecting to hardware through a MIDI input where the keyboard is not supplied power. But it's also useful when you're connecting it to devices where you've exhausted all the USB ports or have a limited amount of USB ports, for example, phones, tablets, or laptops. Or if you're just tired of having 100 cables going in and out of your device. And this leads us to the third feature, Bluetooth. So yes, this device has Bluetooth, which means that you have 3 different ways you can connect to devices: MIDI ports, USB, and Bluetooth. And that fact makes this device incredibly versatile. Now, I don't know about you, but I miss the days when you could just connect your headphones directly into the headphone jack of your mobile device and then your USB keyboard right into the USB-C port. But since we don't have an audio jack anymore, we're kind of forced to use all kinds of dongles and USB hubs. But when you have Bluetooth, you free up the USB-C port on your mobile device so that you can plug in headphones or an audio interface. And also, if you're thinking, well, you can just use Bluetooth headphones. Yes, in a sense, but the thing is, with Bluetooth audio, you have a lot of latency. You don't notice it when you're streaming videos or listening to music because the streaming apps make up for the latency. But if you've ever tried to do music production on a tablet using Bluetooth audio, you definitely know what I'm talking about. And another cool thing with Bluetooth is that now there's a lot of groove boxes that also have a Bluetooth connection, so that you can connect this keyboard to groove boxes using Bluetooth. Like, for example, I like to connect it to my OPXY, and I love that because, as you can see, I have a cable problem. Whenever I can save myself from using another cable, I'm a happy camper. And also because you don't have that many Bluetooth controllers with full functionality, you can start getting some serious music production done on your tablet without having to use the touchscreen controllers that much. And most music production apps allow you to map the MIDI so that you can map all of these knobs and pads and buttons to various things in your music production app. And I feel like that's one of the most common complaints about these music apps is about how the controls are pretty hard to operate on the touch screen. So to summarize, this MIDI keyboard has MIDI in, out, through. It has an internal battery, it has Bluetooth connectivity, as well as plenty of knobs, buttons, chord mode, scale mode, and really anything you need. So I have to be honest, I think this is one of the most versatile budget MIDI keyboards out there. And if you're a beginner looking for your first MIDI controller, then this is a complete MIDI controller that you're not going to grow out of anytime soon. Also, a quick disclaimer, I did get this for free to make a video about it, but I didn't get paid or they didn't tell me what to say or anything like that. So as you can tell, I like this MIDI keyboard. The only thing that prevents me from using it more is its size. It's more of a studio MIDI keyboard, which is a good thing. But if you're looking for an ultra portable MIDI keyboard, you should definitely check out this video right here.